Hello and welcome to Seton's Clutch. As many of you know, there is going to be a tourney this weekend on Setons. I believe there's 6 teams in so far. One of those teams is going to be HBE, basically everybody's favorites. We got Seth in the back, Ichiban, Icon, Anti-Joke Chicken, and Lame Pun Kun. They're taking on a different team that's not actually going to be in the tourney, but some of these players will be. Mize got a team, pretty good team. Grace Chariot, I don't think he's going to be in the tourney. Although some of the teams that signed up, it's not clear who's going to be on them. Momo Uchiha and Loch. So some players look like Smurfs here, although there is Momo Uchina, I believe, is the other. Unless I was reading the other. There is a player named Momo, but I'm not sure if this is the same one. It could be, but that player is pretty good. But I think that team with DCC, Mr. White, Le Pen, and Dim, if Dim is back, could put up a really good fight against HBE. But we'll look at this one. This is the pre-tournament warm-up, I guess you could say. But HBE really, I'm trying to remember, there was a HB back 2011 where they really got good. The latter days of GPG.net. Before that, it was the Germans, mostly Le Pen and Steyer used to dominate, but then, and French before that. And I guess quite a few of the Frenchies for Fun team. That should be a good team to watch, because maybe 2009, 2010, they're probably the best. Those are all my opinions, of course, but that's the way it seemed. Here comes Anti-Joke Chicken. Yeah, so this should be a really good tourney. Too bad I can't participate in it. I'm still hoping people cast some of those games. If I cast any of those, it'll be sometime later next week after they're all played. You can see this build from Momo Uchina, single factor with really heavy power, not T-Nux style, but really heavy power with the Hydra. Should be pretty good. And no engineer to the middle from Momo, NG to the middle from Anti-Joke. So Anti-Joke getting a whole bunch of mass. I like this combination of ACU to ACU, NG behind. Protection, really 3 tanks, kind of an overkill against somebody who just gets some mech marines in the back. Meanwhile, we're seeing, Loch here catching Icon with a transport that's completely unprotected. That's going to prevent the drop, and actually Loch coming in with a drop, very aggressive from Loch here. I do have a hypothesis which is not backed up by anything. Loch could be Dim 14, though that's just a dream. I mean, but that could be. We're also seeing Grace Chariot playing as red. Already dropped off an engineer at 2 NGs at his island and going for a drop against Lame Pun Kun. So these players back there, they're definitely not the favorites in this one. HBE very solid, but they're playing very good. They're definitely players who are extremely good, so they know what they're doing. See quite a few tech to mass extractors from Momo. Momo leaving the middle with 4,800 reclaimed, leaving a whole bunch for Anti-Joke. Anti-Joke reaching the 8,000 mark nearly. Successful drop, 2 NGs from Grace Chariot. Meanwhile, it does look like Loch is going to take over the island, and Icon is in a bit of trouble. Meanwhile, we do see these are the early tanks, made it all the way through. You can see a total of 5 kills between the last 2 remaining units. All kinds of problems for Momo. And now also a bomber, 7-kill bomber from Loch. Okay, this could be Dim. Aeon from Beach, taking the island from Icon and bombing the middle. I'd like to dream. I don't know. We got Loch getting yet another, and there is a rumor that if actually Dim comes back and plays with Le Pen, DCC, and Mr. White, for me that is a better team than HBE ever was. But of course HBE with a little more practice. Anti-Joke Chicken. Yeah, against that team, that would be very difficult. I mean, Mr. White playing, say, from Rock, Dim from Beach, DC in the back, And who you got? Well, or Le Pen in the back. Well, you got choices. Dim in the middle, Le Pen on the side. You can, in terms of air there, I guess that's be the weakest point, but DCC can cover air pretty well. Maybe against Ichiban he would lose, but Le Pen and Dim in the oceans, or Mr. White in the middle is also extremely good there. It's all kinds of dreams, and this is just ridiculous. 12 kill tank from Anti-Joke Chicken. What the heck is going on? I don't understand. This is just getting chased all over the map by Momo's units. 12 kills, and finally Mize puts him down. You guys, for fuck's sake. Exactly. Meanwhile, Momo here, the gun and Tech 2 engineering. Anti-Joke Chicken. He's got the same thing, the gun and Tech 2 engineering. Pretty good fight going on in the middle. And we see here now the island for Loch. He's got total air domination, getting ready some drops. No navy yet. He's just going into eco. Appears he's gone Tech 2. Tech 2 with the ACU, that's a bit unusual, I could say. Here comes a drop from Loch. This is going to be Auroras, and these can float. Really using Aeon quite well here. And he's actually going to go all the way. Where is he going? He is in danger of losing some of those. He's going to lose one. No, he doesn't. There's some flak here. Yeah, that was an excellent drop there from Loch, and actually an ACU drop from Craze Chariot. Craze Chariot is going to drop onto Lame Pong Koon. And of course we haven't really looked at Mize or Sith, but they're both racing each other in eco, and Ichiban, not a player you can usually beat in any aspect of air game. Anti-Joke, 17 kills. Actually getting pushed off the middle by Momo. Momo playing extremely well. He just came in and knocked him out. Yeah, this is great. I think some of the bombing from them definitely helped. Meanwhile, this fight is getting more interesting. Aiken putting out a really quick cruiser. Meanwhile, this drop still took out a single Tech 2 mask extractor. It looks like he's going to take out another. So all kinds of problems for Aiken. Loch is now going to go into the middle. They're going to get a navy going because it's already a Tech 2 navy. From Aiken, he's going to take back the island. Momo trying to get Anti-Joke Chicken to die. He's putting torpedo launchers all over the place. But multiple Tech 2 naval ships from Aiken. This means that he's going to have a really poor eco here. Minute 12 already putting out that much Tech 2 navy, losing mask extractors and not taking his island. So Aiken is going to be in a bit of trouble. Meanwhile, successful drop from Craze Chariot. I got to slow this down. Craze Chariot is on top of Lame Pong Koon, who's making Tech 2 point defenses, trying to fight back. Flat ground, so pretty even. Total air domination by Craze Chariot. And Tech 2 point defenses. The shields for Lame Pong Koon pretty much saving him. Now we'll see what happens. Craze Chariot losing his Tech 2 mask extractors. Really good defense from Lame. And Craze Chariot is going to be forced to retreat. So this could get his team in a lot of trouble if he just dies right there. Mize coming in with his ASF. Sith also has ASF. So early ASF battle, of course, an advantage for Sith. Closer to the production. A shield now for Craze Chariot, and this is where Seraphim really have the big advantage over Aeon. Much more powerful shields at Tech 2 or Tech 3. Anti-Joke Chicken forced out of the water by Tech 2 bombers from Dim. This is definitely Loch. And this air fight actually quite close. Craze Chariot helping out quite a bit. Also Tech 2 bombers. So Craze Chariot together with Dim really suppressing, and this is a mistake from Mize, just retreating. And now Craze Chariot once again Tech 2 point defenses. These are Tech 1 point defense from Lame Pong Koon. Those should be killed as soon as possible. And appears Anti-Joke. Yeah, he was walking all over the water for a little too long. Tech 2 bombers and Momo killed them off. Tech 2 Navy from Icon should be able to cover the middle. It's been given middle, been going to Ichiban. Lame Pongkun trying to do a Tech 2 point defense, creep into a Seraphim. This is going to be very difficult, except these things, those should be destroyed. Grace Chariot just sort of hanging out. There's much more firepower for Grace Chariot, and good air support from Mize. Now we're going to see the Aeon versus Siren close to the middle. Meanwhile, Momo running everything over. Emergency Tech 1 point defenses from Ichiban. And Lame beginning to lose his shields. Lame has a lot of dead stuff in his base now. This is going to be very difficult to knock Grace Chariot off of that position. It looks like Grace Chariot just kills off Lame Pongkun, losing that Tech 2 point defense standoff. Very hard against the Tech 3 Seraphim ACU. Zero Navy from Grace Chariot takes out his opponent. Ichiban now sitting on 3 bases, which are slowly disappearing. The Tech 1, Tech 2 force going through the middle from Momo. Let's see what he chooses to do next. He's got a very good eco. We do see a Tech 2 Navy from Loch. Not too much Tech 1. Do we see shields yet? I don't see too many shields. Loch getting something. It's a nice placement on a Tech 3 sonar. And then this is Mercies from Loch. I'm not really sure where those are going. I probably missed quite a few things in this one. Sith still a pretty massive eco here, getting some Tech 3 mask extractors. But in terms of the air battle, pretty similar numbers. Grace Chariot, Tech 3 anti-air. This is good. Under multiple shields, and now he's making 5 factories, making Tech 1 artillery. He's going to spread that all over the place. Momo also trying to break through the middle. Middle now belongs to Icon. Icon pretty big spam, Tech 2, Tech 1. It looks like mostly destroyers from Loch. Grace Chariot now moving in with gunships. This might precipitate the air battle. Sith comes in. Does look like numbers for Sith, but Mize is going to stay close to the ally. Getting some help from Tech 3. And this is a good choice for Mize. You can see Sith trying to stay outside the range. And neither player really wins that one. And now Sith comes in, actually Mize forced to retreat. Now we got the naval battle, Tech 2 versus Tech 2 and Tech 1. Numbers for Loch not using shields. Of course, close range, Aeon destroyers very good with torpedoes. Long range, when they focus fire, can be very good because they got the same range as Cybern, so Cybern can't outrange them. But here, a really good move from Icon with superior numbers of Tech 1. Really, the Tech 1 won it. We should see, I guess it's a bunch of torpedo bombers. So Loch counting on the fact that he should have air control and be able to pick off all these ships with his torpedo bombers. Meanwhile, Grace Chariot, this is a massive anti-air from Grace Chariot. This is not somewhere you want to fly. Tech 3 gunships from Ichiban. Ichiban making her way into the pond behind Icon's base. And here Icon is in the process of winning Navy. It's going to be very difficult, even with all these torpedo bombers. Because Ichiban, if she would help out, it would be total domination. But it looks like Ichiban having to respect Mize here. Chariot, more Tech 2 point defenses. And it looks like the middle just is still alive, but slowly getting ran over. And we got Tech 2 Raiders, going to be Tech 3 soon from Momo in the middle. Good defensive position. And yeah, it does look like Loch is going to lose Navy. But so many torpedo bombers. If Ichiban would come in with air, but it looks like Gray's Chariot has also switched to ASF spam. So now it's both Mize and Gray's Chariot. So Sith could be a little bit outnumbered here in air now. And I've been calling Loch dim, but it might not be. I would not expect Dim to lose a Navy like this, although it looks like he actually isn't going to lose it. Yeah, almost a Tech 3 radar in the middle. So good economy for Icon. He's got a lot of Tech 3 mass extractors. He does have his island, and he used to have good naval control until all this air from Loch. But really, Gray's Chariot is the big problem. Wouldn't be surprised if Gray's Chariot goes for a chicken, which would force actually a half a GC for Ichiban already. That could make it interesting, but a single GC might not be able to break with all these shields and Tech 2-point defenses. It would be a good defensive weapon. We do see some Riptides trying their luck. That's not going to work. And oh, okay, so this is unfortunate. A desync here at the end, so I'll speed this up. We do see this battle between Mize and Ichiban at the end. We do expect Krace to come in and end it. Some strat bombers from Mize. GC is finished. A shield from Ichiban. It's total air control now from Mize and Chariot. Gunships attacking the island by Loch. Loch actually with strat bombers of his own, dropping on some mass extractors. Not really sure yet. Chicken going up for Crazed. So apologies about this window, but I guess some people were not very happy about this one, so they left without going through the score screen. So I'm really hoping to see some commentaries this weekend of games from the tourney. Also, I think there's still time to sign up for the tourney if you have 4 players who'd like to challenge. It would be really great to see you there. But I think even with 6 teams, the Setons Tourney is going to be good. That's 36 different players. It should be pretty good. Here comes the GC from Ichiban. Going to prevent the chicken. Good move from Ichiban not moving in. It's going to first take care of the chicken, which is going to turn into a dead one, which is going to start killing everything. And Crazed is going to have to retreat. Chicken does get finished. A lot of Tech 2-point defenses, of course. And that's going to be a problem for Crazed. Actually, Crazed might have to retreat. And if it wasn't for the air domination here from Mize, this is not actually... It is a pretty bad position, but it's not a terrible position for the top side. Now the GC is going to slowly take care of the point defenses. Because yeah, if Gray's Chariot has no navy, and if this is all destroyed, all this reclaimed, and if they can somehow grab air back and rebuild a navy, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Ichiban throws in the towel. Ichiban nearly dead here from bombers. So hopefully people enjoyed it. It's a nice preview that even the top teams can be surprised, but it looks like this bottom team had some extremely good players. Very well played by everyone here.